Well, hello again there, everyone. Hope all is well, and good to see everyone again. Sorry there's been a bit of a delay on my part since my last review, but I promise to make things up with a few exciting and hopefully informative ones here to come. Today, we are back with our old friend, Crown Royal. Today's review, Crown Royal Monarch 75th Anniversary Blend. Now, this one's intriguing me, and I'll tell you why. As you probably know, if you have subscribed below and seen many of my videos, I am a big Crown Royal fan. Many pundits or whiskey snobs, as I like to call them, lack a little respect for Crown Royal because it is a blended Canadian. I think it's a wonderful blended Canadian. I think they do a really, really nice job with some of their blends. And I always have a very keen ear to any new developments in terms of new bottlings on their end. And this one was no different. However, a little bit under the radar, I would say, for Crown Royal. My first review that I posted here was on XO. Crown Royal's, in my opinion, attempt to replicate the deliciosity of Crown Royal cask number 16. This one, I saw it on social media, I saw it on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, but not a lot of hype. And I'll be honest with you. Call me jaded, call me bitter, call me whatever you will, but I think it's because it was kind of a knee-jerk, let's generate some revenue strategy by Diageo and Crown Royal. And this is why I say that. To my knowledge, everything that I've read, or I should say everything that I haven't read, there's really nothing distinct about the whiskey in terms of its distillation, its production, its flavor profile. It just sounds like, well, I'll read you the back of the bottle. I don't like to do that, but occasionally from time to time, I think it's necessary. And I think this is one of those cases. So let's jump right into packaging, and then I'll read that bottle. So as I showed you the first time, nice really golden, kind of very classy, timeless look. And on the back, it's got the story that I will read to you now, boys and girls. So, Crown Royal Monarch 75th Anniversary Blend. Celebrating the whiskey made for a king. Crown Royal Monarch 75th Anniversary Blend commemorates the noble beginnings of Crown Royal blended whiskey. The limited edition blend pays homage to King George and Queen Elizabeth's inaugural royal visit in 1939. We all know that. When they became the first reigning monarchs to journey through North America. To honor this momentous occasion, Crown Royal was created exclusively for the royal family, meticulously crafting using the finest and most unique whiskeys on the continent. And here's a little bit of tasting notes. Rich with history, this limited edition whiskey highlights the elegant complexity of light spice, caramel, and dried fruit. A perfect blend for celebrating the 75 years of crafting extraordinary whiskey. So that's about it. So it's not black, where they talk about bourbon influence. It's not XO, which is cognac. It's not maple, which is maple. It's not XR, with these very rare whiskeys from these plants no longer producing product. It's just kind of a special blend. It kind of closely, in my opinion, mirrors what they do in their reserve bottle, or even the limited edition, which is available just in Canada. But let's jump right in and take a look at the actual bottle and take a look at the whiskey. So right off the top, it's a little bit unique because the opening looks like from the side here. So let me pull off my my sticker and we'll jump right into presentation. Oh, price point wise, thank you to my buddy Mike in Kansas City. He's actually the one that sourced this whiskey for me because in my part of the country, it is not available at any of the retail outlets, at least thus far. And so that's where we got it. Very cool. Very cool, actually. Now that's interesting. Here's what we get when we open the box. A nice story, a different bag, and then two like little birth certificates, if you will. Commemorating 75 years of royal history and noble gestures. It's got a certificate of registration. This is from batch 23, bottle C20Q4. However, this is what I don't understand. There's another one in here. So I think I'm going to go out on a limb and say that was a mistake on Crown Royal's part. But needless to say, I tell you what, I'm loving the packaging. Really, really am. See if there's anything of note here. All right, guys, got to read it. It's kind of cool. Majestic bottles were aristocratically crafted, adorned in purple robes, and befittingly named Crown Royal. We know that story. This unique limited time offering, and apparently that's legitimate. I have read that it is legitimately temporary. Celebrates the illustrious Crown Royal blending tradition by featuring a special whiskey from the historic coffee still, Coffey, which continues to define the signature taste of Crown Royal. Our master distiller blends this exquisite coffee still whiskey defined by its creamy, fruity taste with hand-picked whiskeys from our extensive stocks. To create an exceptionally rich and smooth experience, truly made for a king, Crown Royal celebrates its 75th anniversary, yada yada. Ooh, it's kind of cool. It's on a little plastic bed here. So packaging-wise, it's really nice actually. And I don't know if my camera's gonna pick. Yeah, it does. Right there. It's kind of almost got like a ingrained crown image in the gold back there. So that's neat. Again, guys, if you tell me you're not a sucker for packaging at least a little bit, I think you're lying to yourself. But another new bag to add to your collection for us crown people with little golden tassels. That's neat. Little golden tassels, and those actually have CRs on them right there. Very interesting, very nice. Huh. Okay, so very similar to the traditional bottle. Shape, you know, just kind of the whole thing down to the design of the glass. The top, however, is unique. That's a really cool golden crown top. All right, let's get to it, kids. Yeah. It's kind of disappointing that there wasn't a better seal on there, or maybe even a cork. At the $75 range, I would expect to see that, but we'll see. Okay. And on the nose. I'm definitely getting rye influence, which is kind of the signature Canadian whiskey flavor profile. But I am getting that creaminess, almost a sweetness that you would get in a rum, or a little bit of fruity notes, almost some cognac taste or smell. Berries. I'm getting like, did they mention that, or was that just? Is that me? Yeah, they say dried fruit. And I'm getting, not dried fruit, but I'm actually getting like blackberries, raspberries. Maybe strawberry even. Not getting, a little caramel. But it does have a different nose than really any crown that I've tasted. So, which is exciting, which is telling me that hopefully on the flavor, this is going to be unique, which is what I think you're looking for when you do go out and buy a unique limited edition bottling. All right, let's jump right into it. Oh, sorry. Color-wise, I would say it's medium-bodied, not awe-inspiring by any means, just very, very par for the course. Nice legs. Let's see if you can get a look at that. go. Let's give this bad boy a taste. My first thought was, when I swished it in my mouth a little bit, that it was going to have more of a kick. Whether that was a negative kick or a positive kick, I felt it would be present. And it wasn't. On the finish, I'm getting a bit of a black pepper bite, not kick, more of a bite. And almost aromatic experience. It's a nice whiskey. To be honest, it exceeds my expectations a bit. You know what? It's funny because I always tell you guys, I try not to do much research. This one I didn't really have the opportunity to do any because I couldn't find much. But I tell you what, I don't think there's any one characteristic of this whiskey that stands out as unique or overwhelmingly positive or negative for that matter. I hate to kind of hurdle the fence there. And I'm not saying it's not very nice in its own regard, but there's no one thing that you think, bam, Crown Royal 75th Monarch is whatever. It's nice. I wouldn't go much further than that. I wouldn't call it a beautiful whiskey or a unique whiskey or a can't miss whiskey or it's gonna make your night whiskey, but it's I would say a versatile whiskey. I would say a solid, I don't want to say solid, versatile. Taste this one more time. Tell you what, I do like the fact that it's changing a bit. That's my third taste. And it's going down surprisingly smooth. Again, Crown Royal is not known for its kick. But there are some that, not to say that I don't like this, take a little bit more of some time to kind of get through. I'm not having any difficulty with this. I would say absolutely no need for water adding to this. I wouldn't think ice would do much for this. I think this is definitely one you're going to opt for the old Glencairn or whatever glass you have that you prefer drinking whiskey out of. I don't think this is something you need to reach for something to dilute or expound on with the flavors, because I think it is what it is. Initially, you're hit with sweetness. I think that's initially where you're getting the dried fruit, a little bit of like oak tannin. Then you get a little bit of that honey caramel, maybe that I talked about. You're getting throughout. You're getting that rye flavor, kind of that doughy, mealy, bready flavored profile. It's a good whiskey. It's a good whiskey. I am not in love with it. But it's a good addition to any collection. Is it my favorite of their bottling? No. Is it in my top 2? Probably not. But it's very good. It's very good. I would think it's you're getting about the bang for your buck on this one. For what that's worth. Score-wise, I will give this a 7.5. I think that's kind of that perfect score for it. Hard to find. Unique. Apparently limited in its quantity. So if you are a Crown Royal guy like me, I would say definitely don't hesitate, go out and get it. And again, thank you very much for joining me. Again, please subscribe below if you're liking what you're seeing. It is almost mid-June now at this point, so I really do want to start jumping into some rums and some spirits that are influenced by rums or maybe stored in rum casks. Hint, hint for our next review. But yeah, we're gonna do some fun things this summer. So again, thank you very much, guys. Again, and until next time, glasses up. Thanks for watching.